Hey, what's up nerds? Steph here, and today I am reviewing Baywatch. Baywatch is about a lifeguard by the name of Mitch Buchanan, played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is comically strong and comically badass and just saves the bay all the time. He's the local hero. Naturally, he butts heads with Brody, who is the new recruit played by Zac Efron, who is sent to the bay, and he is a cocky swimmer who is notoriously known for winning 2 medals for his efforts. Yet, Mitch refuses to acknowledge his talent and sees him as nothing more than a douchey celebrity. Together, the Baywatch team uncovers a local criminal threat, and they are forced to band together and discover and investigate whatever is going on. Overall, this movie was pretty average. It's a little slow. I think the balance between comedy and drama is a little off. It's fun to watch. I definitely laughed a significant amount of it, but eventually it just gets old and boring and stale. And unfortunately, I think it takes itself too seriously at times. There are a lot of scenes between The Rock and Zac Efron having these moments of like really deep conversations about like why they don't like each other, and it just gets a little too serious for the tone of this movie, and it felt a little bit awkward. And I think the characters just don't have a lot of development. There's not much there. Part of that has to do with the fact that there is this very large ensemble cast, and they're all sort of in the spotlight here and there, but it's mostly Zac Efron and The Rock, and everyone else just falls flat, and there's not really much else to say about them aside from they're really attractive lifeguards. I think the only character I really loved was Ronnie, played by John Bass, because he didn't really fit the mold of like super hot and sexy lifeguard. He was just like this dorky, chubby nerd who for some weird reason is chosen to be a lifeguard. And I really liked that. I liked his story, I liked his character, and I really wanted to see where that went, but it didn't really go anywhere. Like, I wanted him to have this amazing, epic, like, hero scene where he's suddenly a badass and he just proves that he's worthy of being on the team, and that just doesn't happen. And I really wanted it to happen because I was rooting for him the whole time. I thought he was so funny and probably the best character and my favorite part of the whole movie. And it was just like a missed opportunity. I think Zac Efron's character was kind of annoying. He was just a douchebag the whole time. Like, I thought halfway through the movie he was gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess I shouldn't be a douchebag, and have some kind of like character development where you suddenly like him and he's a good guy, and that sort of happens, or at least they try to make it happen, but he's still kind of a douchebag, and I just really didn't like him at all. The Rock was pretty good. He had some really great lines. I'm really liking him in comedy movies. I think he's doing a really good job at comedy. He's nailing it. And he did have some great lines and some great moments, and he was really quirky and funny, but overall, he didn't really have any character development either. He was just this very rock hard, no pun intended, lifeguard who took himself too seriously, and he never really grew out of that. Which I guess is like the Baywatch thing, like that's what they do. So maybe that was intentional, but it just felt kind of weird. The comedy aspect of this movie was pretty meh. I think there were a lot of really funny moments, but there were also a lot of really dull moments. And there was a handful of very stale jokes that just didn't land. It was a very confused movie. I feel like this movie doesn't really know what it's trying to be, and it suffers from that. Of course, there is a lot of slow motion running, a lot of slow motion boobies, and a lot of slow motion butts. Didn't really expect anything less. It happens a lot, but it's kind of like comical because it's supposed to be too much, so I get that, and I'm okay with it. Overall, I'd probably watch this movie again if it was on TV and I was just flipping through and didn't have anything else to do, but I would never pay to see this movie again. I didn't really love it. I'd say it was fun to watch. It's a good like background noise popcorn flick kind of movie. Lots of action, lots of hot people, lots of comedy, but overall kind of dry, kind of slow, a little off balance. I'd say it's a great cast. They brought together some really, really great and talented actors. This movie definitely had a lot of opportunity, but unfortunately it just falls flat. So that being said, I'm going to give this film a 2 out of 5. Did you see Baywatch? Let me know in the comments below what you thought about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And until next time, I'm Steph, and this is Rated M. Bye guys!